Welcome. According to Cobble, it's becoming increasingly important for all classroom teachers to focus on teaching students how to think rather than just what to think. Today, we're going to dive into the world of diverse thinking and how integrating various types can transform our professional lives and curriculum. First up, intuitive thinking. This is your gut feeling, your instinct. It's quick, often unconscious, and based on your experiences. In our professional lives, intuitive thinking helps us make swift decisions. For example, you might intuitively know the best way to handle a disruptive student in your classroom. You can also rely on your instincts to adjust your teaching methods on the fly. If you sense that students are not understanding a concept, switch to a different explanation or incorporate a hands on activity. Be open to seizing teachable moments that arise unexpectedly. If students show interest in a particular topic or event, use it as a springboard for an impromptu lesson or extension opportunity. Trust your instincts. To build strong relationships with your students, pay attention to nonverbal cues and the overall classroom atmosphere to create a supportive and inclusive environment. Incorporating intuitive thinking can make your teaching more responsive and adaptive, enhancing the overall classroom experience for both you and your students. Next, there's analytical thinking. This is logical, methodical, and data driven. It's all about breaking down complex problems into manageable parts. There are a variety of ways to integrate analytical thinking into your day. You can collect and analyze student performance data from assessments, quizzes, and classroom activities. Use this data to identify patterns, strengths, and areas needing improvement, then tailor your instruction accordingly. You can also break down curriculum standards and learning objectives into specific, measurable components. Design lesson plans that systematically build on students' knowledge and skills, incorporating clear goals and structured activities. You can track and analyze student behavior to understand underlying causes of disruptions or disengagement. Implement behavior management strategies based on observed patterns and evidence based practices. Teach students to use analytical thinking to solve problems. Present scenarios or challenges and guide them through the steps of identifying the problem. Gather information, considering possible solutions, and evaluating outcomes. These are just a few examples of ways to incorporate analytical thinking to help create a structured, evidence based learning environment that can improve student outcomes and enhance overall classroom effectiveness. Creative thinking is all about innovation and imagination. It's thinking outside the box and finding new solutions. Encourage creative thinking by holding brainstorming sessions where all ideas are welcomed and explored. You can assign projects that require creativity, such as art projects, creative writing, or building models. Allow your students to choose topics that interest them to foster a sense of ownership and engagement. You can also incorporate storytelling and role playing activities to help students understand different perspectives and develop empathy. You can offer students choices in how they complete assignments. For example, they could write a report, create a poster, or even make a video presentation. This allows them to use their strengths and interests. Foster a classroom environment where questions are welcomed and exploration is encouraged. Allow students to investigate topics that intrigue them and share their findings with the class. Incorporating creative thinking in your classroom can make learning more enjoyable and foster a love for exploration and innovation among your students. Rhetorical thinking focuses on persuasion and effective communication. It's about understanding your audience and crafting your message accordingly. Rhetorical thinking uses ethos, pathos, and logos. First, ethos, which is all about credibility and trust. In our classrooms, we can focus on being fair, knowledgeable, and approachable. By demonstrating expertise and integrity, we can gain students' trust, making them more receptive to learning. Next is pathos, which appeals to emotions. Engaging students emotionally can make lessons more memorable and impactful. Use storytelling, relatable examples, and empathetic interactions to connect with your students on an emotional level, fostering a deeper engagement with the material. Finally, logos, the appeal to logic and reason. Encouraging logical thinking helps students develop critical thinking skills. You can incorporate logos by presenting clear, logical explanations, and encourage your students to ask questions and think critically about the material. For rhetoric to reach its full potential, it must do more than just establish a sense of purpose. It must create a shared sense of purpose, according to Carton. By integrating ethos, pathos, and logos, we can create a more dynamic and engaging learning environment in the elementary classroom. We can encourage our students to use these rhetorical elements in their own communications, such as presentations and group discussions. This will help them become more effective communicators. Finally, integrative thinking combines elements from all these types. It's the ability to hold two opposing ideas in your mind and find a creative resolution. Inc- Incorporate integrative thinking by fostering a collaborative environment where diverse perspectives are valued and combined to solve complex problems. You can design projects that require knowledge and skills from multiple subjects. Introduce real world problems that need creative and integrative solutions. Have students keep journals where they can reflect on their learning process, how they integrated different ideas, and what they learned from considering these multiple perspectives. By blending intuitive, analytical, creative, rhetorical, and integrative thinking, we can create a more dynamic and effective professional environment. Let's embrace these diverse thinking styles and transform our craft and curriculum for the better. Thank you for watching.